Hey y'all, Joe here with Southern Coastal Cooking. I got a brisket going this weekend. I'm actually kind of cooking brisket because a buddy of mine at work was cooking one for the first time. And I just want to kind of cook one along with him, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be using some of this Stubb steak rub. I think this is going to add a good little coarseness to the outside, some really popping seasoning. And also some of this Larue rub, Larue Dillo dust. This stuff is awesome. And it comes from great, right in the center of Texas, great to rub on all kind of meat up them ribs with it. It's fantastic, y'all. Anyway, so what we want to do is the fat cap side up here. I'm going to put a little bit of this Larue on here just to kind of do like that there. Not the best shaker ever, but just like that, kind of just spot it on there a little bit. Now, you don't want too much rub on a brisket, but you do want some. You want to give it that good flavor, so you get all down in the crevices and everything like that. So we got some Larue on there. Then we want to go with the Stubb steak. Like I said, this is really good stuff. I mean, look at this cracked black peppers, garlic, stuff like that in there. I mean, just you can smell that. I mean, this kicks butt right here. I'm telling you, with some steak rub or something like that. I mean, I just want to get a good helping of this stuff on there, you know, so this will really, you know, it's not, honestly, not too much to get through this fat cap, but we always want to season this side. And I cook on my Yoder, I cook it fat cap down, you know. If anything else, it's going to help to put some nice color on there. So then we're going to flip it. Oh, I've already got mustard on there, as you can see. I rubbed it down with just plain yellow mustard. I can do that with brisket, okay? On this one, I'm going to go with, how did I just close that? Now, I'm going to put a little bit of the Stubbs on there first, because this is the lean side. This is the side you really want to attack with the flavor, y'all, of any, because you're getting all the nooks and crannies and everything there, because this is where the goodness is, right here. And this is where you're getting in. So then we'll come with the Larue Dillo dust here. And you know, what better than use something Texas like this, you know, the Texans are famous for making their the brisket and beef and stuff like that. And I figured old Mark Larue got some good stuff going. So we're going to put that down there. Make us they make AR-15s, all different kind of tactical gear and stuff like that. So anyway, they also do some cooking. Pack that in. Let's go back with some of this. A good steak rub from the guys over there at Stubbs, guys and gals. Oh yeah. Get the sides there. But you don't worry too much about the brisket sides, because you know, the sides don't get so charred up. But you know, get some of it on there. So let's get that going and let's get this out there on the cooker, y'all. It's gonna be wonderful, I'm telling you. Look at that. Just get it all seasoned up. Yes sir, yes sir. Y'all, I'm out here at my Yoder now. I've got it cranked to 225. I've had it going for about 30 minutes or so. Wanted to get everything just all leveled off. I'm using a Lumberjack 100% hickory pellets. That's my blend of choice, well, pellet of choice, really, for tonight's cook. I think it's going to be really, really good. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the brisket here. I don't know if you can see down through here. The brisket on to the Yoder, and I want to put the point facing toward the stack, a little bit hotter that way, and we're going to put it fat cap down. So I'm going to turn around like this, if you all can see here, and I'm going to lift them on there with the point facing toward the stack. Finger in there, boom, like that. Just like that, y'all. Just go to your motor. Right there in the middle, that's what I'm talking about. That's the thing of beauty, and we're going to put him to rest here several hours before we even check on it. Y'all, it's been about 4 hours. I just checked the pellets just to make sure, you know, everything was good. Check the brisket. Looks wonderful. Look at it. It's cooking just all nice. We're going to go ahead and go to bed. It's about 12 o'clock. Put this thing on at 9. Check it again in the morning, y'all. Good morning, y'all. It's about 9 o'clock. So we've been on for 12 hours cook on this brisket. It's about a 14 pounder. No, about a 15 pounder. Let's see. Oh, look at that gorgeous. So let's take the temperature here. Take temperature in 2 places. Point, about 167, 68, and then flat. About 175, 176. Okay, it's telling me it's time to wrap this bad boy off. Hey guys, this is my version of how I wrap a brisket. And what I do is I put it in a tin pan right here on a little cooling rack to hold it up off the bottom. Now I'm going to insert a probe in the thickest part of the point, like that. This is the only time I'll put something in here because this is when we want to start knowing the temp. And I'm going to take some beef stock, okay? And we're going to put some beef stock right in here in the pan. We're going to create, you know, about an inch, let's say about ½ inch or so of liquid in here. And this is going to just help to put some steam up on the brisket to keep everything from drying out. It'll also help us with some flavor later on because we'll probably use this for some drippings. Okay, so we got that there. I'm gonna take some foil, cover this nice and tightly. Okay, this pan here, the brisket, you don't want any of that good steam and everything to escape. All right, we're gonna put this in the oven on 300 degrees, 275 or so, until we hit about 200 degrees Fahrenheit in that point. So at this point, we just want to keep the eye on our temp. We're at 173 right now in the point. We just want to let it ride out. I got it on about 280 in the oven. You could use this in the smoker, but I see no point in wasting any more pellets. You're not getting any more smoke with that foil around it. Hey y'all, we've reached 194 on the brisket. So what we want to do now, I want to test for probe tenderness. I'll show you how we're going to do that in just a second. So we'll come down here, all right, and we'll open up the brisket. Over here on the point side. Ooh, watch that steam. Look at that. Beautiful. Open it up like that, okay? Now I'm going to take this probe. So we'll push it in there. See how that's tender just like that? Probe tender. That's what we're looking for. I'm going to go ahead and unwrap the flat side a little bit and test it for probe tenderness. Alright. Push it in there. Probe tenderness, y'all. That's tender brisket. That's what we're looking for. Alright, I'm going to let this brisket breathe for a minute or two. So what I mean breathe is, just let the heat come up off of it. We're going to wrap it again, and we're going to let it sit on the counter for a few hours and just let everything just get nice and just right before we cut into it. Okay, y'all? All right, guys and gals, it's been a couple hours. Let's crack into this brisket and see what kind of gorgeousness we got going on here with this meat candy. Let's just, oh man, I just can't wait. First off, what we're going to do, we're going to get the foil off of it. Like I said, it's been sitting here a couple hours. It like that. Look at that, y'all. Oh yeah, still very warm. That's good. That's what you want. And it's just still just, you know, developed that nice bark. And we're gonna take it and put it on a cutting board, y'all. One of these Pro Teak boards. Y'all, we got the brisket there. I'm gonna go ahead and move it because I like to cut my flat first. Save the best for last. You know, I love that point. Still on this cookie sheet down here. Yeah, we're gonna go to flat at an angle. Let me pick a little bit of bark off just to get my, see which way the grain's going. So the grain's going this way, just like this on the flat. So we're gonna slice it this way. All right. Get my trusty old brisket slicer here. We're just gonna see what happens. Push that little tip off, you know, that's always just kind of dried out there. But let's see. Ooh, son. Look at that. That's gorgeous right there. Slices that brisket flat. And look, those good thick slices still have all that juice in them. That's what I'm talking about. Look at the juice. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous, y'all. That is a thing of beauty right there, for sure. Let's give this thing let's see what it's like here. Look at it, man. Just wanting to come apart there. Barely hanging on. Let's just give it a little pull test here. Pulls right apart. Give it a taste. And this is a flat, remember. Man, oh man, this is gonna be good. Hey, one turn this off the flat. I'm gonna show you something. I mean, look, I hope you can see this. See that juice coming? Look, I mean, there's juice in that flat. You don't see that all the time. I mean, that's a good brisket there. Put the juice right down the flat. Go in a little closer so you can see that juice there still in the flat. I don't want to hear nobody say that was dried out, man. That's a good brisket right there. And look, when we get to that point, I'm gonna bring you back in and we'll see. Look at the smoke right on that bad boy. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get in here and just kind of separate the rest of the flat from the point. See how that's done. You can see back here, it's like almost like the back of an oyster shell or something. I'm gonna just take that flat right off, and we're gonna slice the flat, that muscle, and I'm gonna put it off in an au jus. Save it for later, and then we'll get to the point. Keep the point up. We can make some burnt ends out of that. Oh, it's gonna be delicious. Absolutely delicious. Like I said, we're just gonna go ahead and separate these two muscles here. All right, so I got them separated here. Just kind of put them off. This is my point. This is what we'll make the burnt ends out of. Remember, this is the rest of the flat. I'm gonna slice the flat. I'm gonna put the flat off of this jus over here. There's au jus. Let me show you. I got a whole pan of this stuff. The brisket was in. It's absolutely wonderful right here. And we're gonna put the slices of the flat in there. Save those for later, making sandwiches. And then we'll cube up the point for some burnt ends. So I sliced up all the flat. I put it in a pan with au jus. And now we're gonna make the burnt ends. We're just gonna read the meat here and see how that's going. So what we do, like that's width, now you want to cut against to make the cubes. Just like that, and make some burnt ends. Put these over in another pan, and these are going to be absolutely wonderful. We'll toss them in some of this Larue, Dillo dust, and everything like that. So I have these ready here in just a minute. So now that you got your burnt ends cut like that, I'm going to sprinkle a little of that Larue Dillo dust on them. I'm going to put a little barbecue sauce on there. Go to Stubb sticky sweet for that, but whatever you want. And then just kind of, just mix them around a little bit to get it out on everything. And we'll go with another layer of burnt ends, and we'll keep doing that, y'all. Put in the second layer here. Just kind of mix those around, get the sauce rubbed and everything all just on them. Also, I've got some of the drippings from the original, from the brisket here. Put a little bit of that on there. I think that'll do very well. I'll just give everything a little bit of flavor. Taking a little bit of juice there. And that's good. Y'all, this is going to go back on the Yoder. Yoder's set about 275. Put it back on there for, let's say, 30 minutes or so. And just let that just chill. No, I'm sorry, I didn't cook the burnt ends at 275. I misled you. It's 225 for about 20 minutes. It's about all they need because they're already so tender. Let's give them a taste. And I'll tell you what, that flat, one of the best briskets I've ever had. So, let's see. Let's just get one of these burnt ends out of here and give it a try. Hey, y'all. This is an awesome brisket. Anyway, thank y'all so much. Please like my channel. Sub my channel, like my videos. God bless y'all. Thanks a lot. Please spread the word about my channel.